It's freezing. Totally and utterly freezing. And Janine is here. You're coming in. Here she comes. So exciting, look. Here comes the squad. No, not again. Ugh, go away. Hi, Susie says. Hi, Susie says. I love it. Oh, you got a cold nose, darling. Oh, Susie. Susie. Yes, hello. Hello. Janina's just coming. Oh, oh. Yes. Oh, hello, Trouble. What do you want? Nope, not just now, thanks. I don't know what she's doing with the water. Anyway, it is it Thursday? Is it Thursday? It is Thursday. Thursday indeed. Hello, I know, I love you, but you're a pain in the ass. No. Right, and you're slobbery wet. I don't need any more slobbery wet because then I get cold when I go outside. Ugh. Oh, gosh, it's so cold. So cold. Right. I'm just going to start opening these letters and then Janine will be hopefully here. So this is from Hamilton in MA. It's addressed to Goldy's farm. Oh, it's a donation. Thank you so very much. There we go. That's from our friend in Hamilton. Very kind, thank you. Hello. Hello. I hope you didn't get paid on that donkey.
No, I did not.
That must have been from Lisa.
Yes.
Good.
My donkey cat.
Your donkey cat. Oh, which side are you going on?
On this side. I'm in the middle of feeding and painting.
Feeding and painting.
But I wanted to show him my hat.
At the same time.
Oh, yeah.
That's a very nice hat. It suits you.
It's hard to take me seriously, isn't it?
Yeah. It
My
is.
donkey hat. I
Love it. And your donkey hat.
And it kind of goes around your face. And it's got little donkey things right here.
Oh, it's got donkey mittens.
It's got, oh, these mittens? Oh, these are your
Look,
hands?
Look, you can totally put your hands in it.
Well, I can't because my hands are busy, but if I did have,
If
I
have a
was
need.
a normal person,
Yes, you would.
yes, I'm trying not to get it all dirty. Being around Penny's not helping.
No. No.
But I did wear it for feeding today because it's really fun. But fun's over. I want to keep it clean.
Yes.
For all those special occasions where I need a donkey hat.
Naturally,
yeah.
of which there are many.
Isn't this fantastic?
It is fantastic.
Yay! Penny wants to
Your
feed it.
Eeyore hat.
Yeah.
Right, off you go. No, still
Okay.
away. Honestly, she's super needy, isn't she?
Oh my god.
And so,
Start. Come on, Penny, come here. Where'd the blankets go?
you took the blankets, did you not?
No, I did not. Oh, I did.
Oh, thank goodness, because I knew I didn't take the blankets. And who
I'm still under the
I'm
the
under it too,
microscope
but
today.
they actually look much better today because it is like totally and utterly not quite the same way.
Just walk around.
Yeah, walk around.
I'm in the middle of painting.
I've done evening chores.
I've just started.
I did
evening chores.
I did evening chores, and I brought your lovely lady in with her sidekick.
Where was she?
She was across the road, stretching her legs. So she came in with her sidekick, and I just realised that everybody else puts that mule on a halter when they're moving him.
Oh, I don't.
I don't either.
Sometimes he takes off, but really in this weather, he's probably running right to the bar.
I've worked out how you get him to stop taking off. How you run with the horse.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Because as soon as you
can't find her, you panic.
Yeah, he does. So you have to get a running start.
Yes.
So the little mule is a pain in the ass.
Oh.
And he really is.
Tell the murder mule.
The murder mule, that one.
Well named.
Aston Martin.
Yes.
Super fast, super naughty.
He's a murderer about to happen.
Exactly.
He'd like to murder something, but he's only, what, 3 feet tall?
Yeah.
2.5 feet?
Yeah.
He's too small to murder,
Yeah.
or he would murder.
You can't really take him seriously.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Until he kicks you.
Oh, that's not even sore.
I know, he's kicked me several times.
Yes, I know.
But he's also very loving.
He's actually very
He just
cuddly.
has murderous moods.
He doesn't like geldings.
No, he
I've
tries.
actually always found him very pleasant with people. He just
Yes.
he just can't stand geldings.
And he tries to murder Clancy. Like,
Yes.
grabbed hold of his
Clancy,
neck and
he does.
hung on to it.
I know.
So,
Yes. And I don't think Clancy knows quite what to make of
No,
him.
no. He's like, somebody help me.
Where did this come from? He also tried to kill Enzo.
Oh, yeah, he did try to
Yeah.
kill it,
Nobody touches
But
Enzo.
the one thing that the dogs have learned is the goats are also a little murderous.
Yes.
They can go in the paddock with the goats, and they're like, nope, not going near those things.
Nope. Big arms. Arms.
Yes, I was bringing the goats in today, and all 4 goats came through the doorway, and Larky wouldn't come in. He's like, I don't want to be in close proximity to those goats.
He's like,
Yeah,
yes.
I can understand.
Well, that's a good thing, though.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, you just open the door, get her keyed up, him at the back, and make sure there's no cars coming up and down the road.
Yeah.
And then you belt it across the
And
road.
what did your doctor say? You're not supposed to be doing what?
Running
Yeah, that's the other
or
problem.
lifting nonsense. But I haven't lifted them yet. Haven't had the need.
Right, we haven't had to do that.
Or the inclination.
Yeah.
Or this silly thing. But you know what my doctor said today? This was the best news ever. My doctor said today that I have to have between 2 and 3 8-ounce steaks a week. And he said, stuff my cholesterol. I was like,
I couldn't do that. Well, first of all, I only eat beef,
Yeah.
so.
And then I thought,
Do hamburgers count?
no, he wants 100% pure. I was like, all right. And I should have asked him about sides. Could I have onion rings? Could I have...
You do like a side of onion
was
rings.
was the cholesterol on a
Yeah.
break 3 days a week? Because that would be really exciting.
Ugh.
So I thought that was fantastic. That's getting better. That's called natural medicine.
Yes,
Natural
yes.
medicine.
That's called, yeah, carnivorism. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Carnivorism.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Yeah, I'm going to try to pull up the questions.
Hold on. This is from Jan Gerhold. Thank you, Jan.
Yeah, these dogs have driven me crazy all day.
They're very
They
needy.
want in, they want out. They're bored because it's cold out.
No.
Yeah.
I've already been kissed by a mule today. Off you go. Thank you, Jan.
You know what Penny does every morning? She like must put her nose up to the cold window
And then comes
get
to
it
see you.
get it nice and cold and waits for me, and then just like runs up behind me and puts her nose on my thigh, and then I'm like, oh,
And she's like,
Yes.
got her.
yeah.
Okay. Women check their horoscope 3 times a week, usually less than once a month.
I don't check my horoscope at all.
Me neither.
How many people? Women? Oh, women do. Well, yeah, I don't check my horoscope at all. Do
No.
we believe in that stuff?
No.
Well, you know, there is some correlation between me being an Aquarius.
Yeah, but I'm an Aquarius too. That doesn't tie in at all.
Oh, yeah, we don't have a lot of
We're obviously opposite ends of Aquarius.
Yeah.
A doctor is the most common profession for a
Martha,
man
get on the bed.
in a romance novel.
Get. Go.
What does that say?
Go. That's the way to get rid of them. Just hit your leg with your gloves. Yeah. There, we got one down. Larky's down.
What does that say?
Professional.
No,
Love boy.
Love boy is number 2. That's not profession.
Liz is number. Oh, that's not. Oh. Love boy. Okay, well, let's just try to guess it, because is the most common profession for a man in a romance novel. What do you think the second most common would be? I think an international spy.
Well, we'll make it up. That sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kids,
oh. A professional show jumper.
stop chewing that. Go lie down. She's just gonna keep doing things to drive us crazy.
The average man gets a new belt every 2 years. Unless you're Nick.
Unless you're Olaf.
He gets one on a very regular basis.
Oh, no,
That's because they keep going through the wash on his trousers.
oh, okay, Olaf is like 20. I don't think I've ever seen him get a new belt.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've got a belt. I've got no idea where it is though.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a new belt in 2 years either.
Yeah. No, and this is for your mummy, and it's from Dee and the Goldy Warriors, and
Should I bring it to her?
yeah, because it feels a bit cold, and it says perishable on the outside,
Okay.
and it is for your mummy because it says they're missing her, and she'd love to hear that.
Okay, I'll bring that to
And
her.
it's not quite the same if we
I'm
tell
not-
her about it.
I'm not going tonight.
No, we're far too busy.
Yeah, I gotta finish painting tonight. And I think I've had it. Being out in the cold today, I was like, I'm just done.
Yes,
Just done.
it's
Yes. So
horrid outside.
it is.
Horrid. I should pop this
It is
back down.
horrible.
Don't you try and
Now
get that
she's
off the
now
wall.
she's trying to chew the paint. The
Now, this is from Lisa, and one of the boxes I couldn't lift because my finger bent back. And
you got issues there.
I've got, yeah, and I'm not even double jointed. So, thank you. Oh, look,
Is this the same Lisa that sent me the hat?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Lisa.
Get your nose off or I slice
And
it.
in the envelope was a little donation today from Lisa,
Oh.
with a nice little note. And thank God it was in there because I went to drop off the Toyota and left my wallet in the Toyota, and then I had to go get paint, and I didn't have any money in the car. And I'm like, that envelope is in there, so I used that to buy the paint for the barn. So thank you, Lisa. We have now funded paint.
And this is from
In the
Sam.
donkey stall.
This is from Sam Keys, but the other one up the hill is from Lisa. So
Okay.
Sam has sent us essentials.
Oh, that is essential. Yeah.
These are the apple nuggets and the apple snacks.
That is the engine that keeps the equines in nursing homes.
Yes. Keeps them.
Yeah, we
keeps
haven't
them
gotten some of those in a while. We're full of dog ones. So we have enough to actually put a shelf of dog ones on.
You know what she's good because we can
She's
put
good,
that
yeah.
in our new
Yeah, but
supply room.
we did need a resupply of that. So and we've
Yes.
got plenty of everything else to get us back on the road. Just not warm weather. That's what we need
It's
right
been
now.
vaguely warm.
Yeah. So.
And I'm actually very glad you started that car this morning.
Oh yeah, we went out and started all the cars.
Because when I got in it, I was like,
Penny, no.
enough
Just
already.
No.
Because when I got in it, I realised I didn't have any known barn jackets to wear to the doctor. You know how they'll smell?
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah. It was so cold. I was, in that Volvo, boom, starts right up. The
I know.
F-350 had to work a little bit to get going. The
It did.
Volvo, I had no problem.
no. It
Penny,
just- it just
personal space,
goes.
Penny, personal space. Every day when I put my shoes on, she comes over and sits on me while I'm trying to put my
know.
shoes on.
I know.
She has no boundaries.
None whatsoever.
But at least she's not jumping on me anymore as much.
Jumps on me.
Well, hit her with your glove when she does that, because she's
Okay.
got to learn not to do that.
Yeah, because she'll
So knock Belinda's teeth out.
Did you find her tooth?
I did not, did you?
Okay.
She's coming back on Saturday. so
Okay, we better have it
And
by
when we
then.
see her, we shouldn't make a face or anything. Yeah.
No.
Belinda's great. You can make fun of her. She's got a great sense of humor. So
Yeah, she has.
it's all in good fun. No, stop.
I went and kissed her ears.
Yeah, don't. We got to get some
You're
boundaries. around.
cozy.
Yeah, she climbs on people. She sits on people.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all well and good until she's 160 pounds.
Yes. You gonna line that wee spot there? That would be a good wee spot
Yeah.
for you.
No.
That would be nice. So today, you went out with Nick today.
I went out today to pick up so the windows. Well, to pick out the windows, the doors, and some bathroom stuff for like some the vanity. Not the vanity. It's not going to be a vanity. It's going to be a
Wet room space.
wet room space. We went to a place called Building Supply. Stop. That Nick had never been to it, and we were driving up. I'm like, this is like the candy store for Nick, because it's where the builders all go to get our stuff. So he had priced out a door for the main house. That was, what did he say? 1,800. Yeah. Originally it was 1,800. He found the same door there for 800. His was 1,000, and I found a door there for here. I had priced out at Home Depot for $3,500, thinking I was getting a great deal. Same door there for $1,250.
It's ridiculous.
So
isn't it?
yeah.
So, and then he called me and he said, oh, you've got to come down here. And I'm like, yeah, busy.
Yeah. But we have to go back and pick up the car, which is now
Sort of
removed
clean.
of all sap. So we will not be parking it underneath the pine trees anymore. Everyone, if you're ever coming to Goldy's farm and feel the need to park it where it says handicap parking, don't do that.
No.
We should move the sign that says handicap parking and say like danger zone, sunk hole, do not park.
Exactly.
Because it says handicap parking and there's always a car there. Stop chewing on it now.
It's the indelible
This is the
Shatterpon Society.
Yeah, really. See, now she's chewing on me. She just can't stop.
She's just an enormous
Really, how
flaming
did she
puppy.
become so... Stop, that's my elbow. No.
She's just been through that silly puppy stage, you know.
Oh, she chews on... Like, I take off my slippers, she takes off, she sits on me, and then when I push her off me, she grabs my slipper and runs away. Sometimes she grabs the other shoe and runs away. Really, like, this is too much dog.
You are just like full of nonsense.
She's starting to gain weight, too, if you guys can see her. She's starting to fill out.
which is good.
That's why I was thinking we should tummy tuck her. I don't know when you do that. Probably when you get
It's
home.
not a tummy tuck, it's to stop them having a torsion.
Okay.
Things that you're worried about
But
are getting
yeah,
fat.
yeah. So let's see what we've got for questions
Yes.
today. We had the guys we're doing sheetrock all day.
Is it looking good?
It's looking good. Yeah. Yeah. And we're just chipping away at it.
You have to turn it down.
Oh, I gotta turn it.
Hey, away from that.
Okay. How is Carlene? Carlene is good. I did talk to her this morning. I didn't bring her coffee because I was too busy running around.
I'm trying to get her house ready for
Trying to get her house ready. And so she's doing good. I don't think she wants, now she all of a sudden she's happy being in there because it's really warm.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah, so she's okay, but she definitely would like to get out of there as soon as we possibly can get that out. Okay, so Dee said we can open it. Let's open it.
Oh,
Yeah, let's open it.
oh,
And we'll save it for her. Then we'll put it back in the box.
yeah, I'm telling you, it better not be edible because Janine will eat it.
Yeah, no, you know what I was just eating? I was eating the peanut butter
The
bullseyes.
bullseyes.
Yeah, I was eating those today. Are there any videos from today? Today's what? Did you take any videos today?
Well, my doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
No. What did I do? No, I didn't get back here till 2 and then I went to Meredith to do get
Okay.
your nose out.
How is Woody? Woody is good. Woody, I had them all locked in with water and
Yeah.
so they should be fine.
Because cookies.
Oh, Penny, no.
Oh, that's lovely.
I'm gonna make you like
this.
Penny.
Look.
Yeah. I'll bring
No,
those to her.
for your mother.
I won't even, oh, those are good. She likes those things, yeah.
She does.
I will bring those to her. And then I will eat them with her. Woody is fine. What I did was I locked everyone inside with all the doors. I gave them water and hay inside. I just opened up the door for a little while I was painting to give them some time outside if they want to go outside. All the rest of the animals are living comfortably in the arena.
Blinking arena.
They're all in there. So I still have to give them another
Bale of hay.
bale of hay, and then they're good for the night. They have water in the arena, they have water in the stall, and they have water outside with a little floaty thing in it. The van that sped up the driveway seconds before the dogs were let out was probably the guy that's the
Drywaller.
drywaller, who one of them doesn't speak English, so I'll try to converse with him about watching the dogs. They did help me catch the loose goats this morning, so. And he's from Brazil, and they speak the same language as Wallace.
Portuguese.
Portuguese, yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. We'll all be able to converse then.
They say the stomach attack is the same time they do the surgery for her spaying. Doesn't she look good? She looks like she's getting to be a good size.
Yeah, she looks, she's not overweight, but she's just a perfect size, I think.
Yeah, I've been feeding her a little bit more than we have in the past.
Yeah.
I feed her lunch.
Yeah. I
So
think she needs that because she's so active.
yeah, we're also keeping a blanket on Woody, just in case. I think he was a little trauma. for Woody last night. He's, I think what's happened is Julie has pampered that donkey so much.
Julie knows she's pampered that donkey.
Yeah, that he's now reactive and full of drama. He's like, oh, my poor little foot. Got a hurty foot. I'm cold. Yeah, the rest of the donkeys are not, yeah.
Even Angus was fine. He's normally a total drama llama. But he's fine, I think. And I think he's probably had... To be honest, it's very difficult because Woody really was not a wild donkey when he came in.
No, and he's got that crest thing.
Yeah. Come away. She's going to knock the camera over.
Penny, come. Get on the bed. Get on the bed.
This is not your HQ.
Go get on the bed. Up, Penny, get up here. Come on,
I think Sizzle and Lark are like, oh, don't let her on the bed.
Come on, get up here, good girl. Penny, up. All right, make room for her over here. She seems to think that there's not enough room, although I've seen her sit on them. Penny,
come on, in,
up here, on the bed.
So,
on the bed.
What was I saying?
Penny on the bed. Down.
Oh, yeah.
Down.
So,
no.
we didn't.
Get up on the bed. Okay, so now she wants.
Now everybody else will get off the bed.
Wait. Yeah. So now
So
that
he came in from Wood's auction with his mummy, who's in a terrible state.
terrible.
But we're maintaining comfortably, and he really hasn't been very well cared for in his previous 12 years, 14 years.
Yeah, he's 12.
So
14.
he's super stiff. His joints aren't good.
And he's got the flop over neck, which is always a
crest
sign
neck, and that's a sign that he's probably foundered in the past. He's been desperately overweight, and he's now at good weight. But he's, I think he had a bit of an ouchy tummy last night, and then managed to poop.
Okay.
Because he was a bit shaky.
Yeah. And this time of year, it's we should maybe giving them a little. I put the salt in the paddock with them, but.
They've got salt licks everywhere, and mineral licks.
Yeah, so but a lot of horses call it because the water's cold and they don't like to drink it.
Yeah.
So that's what we were worried about. I mean, we already lost one last week.
But that wasn't colic.
No,
that was heart failure. Thank you.
Yeah, that pony was. We probably extended her life quite a bit, but there was always something, and in addition to her blindness, there was something else going on.
Yeah.
So. I just didn't expect her to die that quickly. She didn't look good for a few days, but she was eating and just looked a little off. And you went in the morning, and
Pam went in the morning. Yeah.
So and unfortunately, it's the wrong time of year for this kind of thing to happen because the ground is frozen, and the guy that's trying to picks up the carcasses or the deceased is and plus she was in the barn, so that was a problem. So right now we're in a little bit of a quandary. She's in the back of the trailer, so we have to figure out.
We want to bury her on Goldy's.
Yeah, but we have to figure out how to do it. Well, I talked to Dana yesterday.
Oh no!
And originally, the plan was because the guy that would come down, he couldn't get down during the holiday, but he could come down right after. And then he said he's like, it's in the barn. Well, I just want you to know I'm not going to be held responsible for any damage I do to the barn. And I was like, oh, that's a historic barn. So we decided to use a tarp. She's a little, drag her out and put her on the trailer. And then I thought, well, I'll just have Dana come and bury her. It's legal to bury them in this property. You have to have a certain amount of property. And so I talked to Dana last week, and he said, yeah, I can bury her. But I guess the frost is now 4 inches deep, is thick, so he can't bury her. So I was driving along with Nick today. I'm like, well, we just got to wait for the thaw. And he's like, well, you know what the problem's going to be? The pony in the trailer is going to thaw faster than the ground. So that's when I was like, oh boy. So I don't know if we need to get a bigger tractor up here to get through the. So yeah, we talked about composting, trying to figure out how to compost. I've never done that. A lot of people do that. So, this is the kind of thing.
It's trying to find an ecological way forward because
right.
when you're in rescue, unfortunately, this is something that we deal with.
Yeah, we get them in half dead and we try to keep them as long as we can.
Yeah.
So, but my mother always said, you know how many times a day I say, well, you know what my mother says, but my mother always said, half dead is something to worry about. once they're dead, and I've really like I feel so terrible, but once they're dead, I feel relieved, and then it's just a kind of a to-do list. But up until that point, it's awful.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you're like, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. So, put lime on her. Ooh, yeah. Bring her down south and bury her. Yeah, it's a long way to drive. Yeah, so that's the problem. That's the problem. This is every day is a
This is not a problem we ever expected to deal with.
Yeah, this is not a. I wondered if I could call the guy and just do a trail if I get desperate. But the problem is that's $850 to have that guy come down. But that's just a trailer to trailer transfer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's a bit of a tricky
I don't know
problem.
I know everybody's got their own challenges, but that's today's challenge.
Yes.
But that's not today's challenge. That's
sometime in the future's challenge.
Well, I'm driving along.
We actually might need to try and see whether or not that refrigerator freezer thing over there does actually work.
That's actually not a bad idea. We could roll her in there and freeze her up till we're figured out.
I know.
That's a good idea.
Well, because
will she fit through the door? She will.
I'd like to think so. Even I get in the door.
Okay, problem solved. Yeah, Masterson could come and they've got a big tractor. He's not cheap. That'll be $500. But but I like this idea. We can put her in the freezer.
If the cameras go down for a while, it's because we're transporting our dead.
Right, and you guys can make fun of us for laughing about it because
you've got to have a sense of humor.
You've got to have a sense of humor because otherwise I would not have lasted in rescue for as long. I mean, I've seen it's heartbreaking. Yeah. Heartbreaking. Trying to keep them alive is heartbreaking. Once they pass peacefully over the Rainbow Bridge and you've done everything you can to give them a good life and give them a good ending, you're all like, woo! Did as much as I could.
Definitely woof at the moment.
Yeah. So, okay. My mother used to put dead rats in the freezer. Why did she put dead rats? Oh,
she used to give them to the snakes or something.
Yeah, the snake
the
guys.
reptile.
Okay, so yeah.
But we're not doing that with the pony. It's our favourite pony.
Yeah.
We got one pony.
We only will have one pony. Yeah, she was a nice little pony. Yeah. She was a nice little pony. But, really, I don't know if you guys saw the video when we first got her. I felt so terrible. She was at the auction. She sold for $125. She was blind, and she was attached to a little donkey, and she was...
No, remember, she had
Yes. Okay,
she had a protection mule.
Okay.
Oh, remember?
And that was not the one we brought home.
No, we did not, because we couldn't get near... The mule kept charging us. Remember, it was actually the most awful pen.
Yeah.
It was a very long pen, and there was so many feral donkeys in it. This poor pony who clearly had no eyesight, and this little mule was playing interception,
and he would charge.
And he would charge at anything. So the pen was like high drama. Everything was running, and we were like, let's go in this pen. So we went in that
and we got charged by the mule
because we were worried about the pony because she couldn't see, and she had a little pink halter on, and we went in and to see whether or not she had any sight. She clearly didn't, and then the mule got us, and we were like, let's not bid on the mule.
And you know what? I remember, God, it was awful. There was a video somewhere out on Facebook where I was trying to give her water, and she was so reactive and scared, and she just bolted forward and crashed right into the side of the pen. But we got her home, and we really tamed her quite a bit. Mm-hmm. And so, she'd hear your voice, and she wasn't scared, and you could give her water, and you could put a lead rope on her, and you could brush her, and she was very comfortable with people and being handled. And she had another donkey with her that helped her with her sight. But then she learned that, she would trot around the paddock. She knew her paddock. She knew she could trot for 100 strides this way and 120 this way, and I never saw her bump into anything.
No, and it was amazing because there's a rock that we used to feed the animals on top of, and she avoided it every time. Yeah. And there's a tree and there's a sleigh in that paddock as well. So she did exceptionally well.
But we could never change her paddock either. And I think one of the things that she used to, we would try to feed the alpacas up so she wouldn't, but she could always sense where the grain was. And the alpacas they don't eat all of their grain. They would leave a little bit, and she would get that all the time. And I don't think that was like she got so fat. She got so fat. I was like, I don't want to change paddocks because she's.
We were stuck with her in that paddock.
Yeah, and then she's starting to eat all the alpaca grain, getting fatter, and she needed to be on it. So we were giving her diet food, but she'd eat it so fast and still chase away the alpacas.
Yeah. And and actually what we were planning on doing with her was we were going to bring her over here because we're technically what's called a dry lot.
Yeah.
And that's super.
But we couldn't bring her here.
Well, but we were going to have to because we had to, remember we were going to back of town to make the rectangular straight line paddock. Because we can't put, she shouldn't really have grass, but we can't, because one of her senses really was her smell and her, she touched everything with her nose and her whiskers, we couldn't put a grazing muzzle on her. So it was just getting worse and worse. It was, and we were trying our best to.
But she was happy. She was happy till the, like she probably just keeled over.
She used to hang out with Momo. Yeah, it was like two grumpy ladies.
That was her best friend was Momo, and they would bicker at each other all the time.
She would squeal, and then Momo had an even higher squeal. And the pair of them would just wander around that paddock. It was really quite comical because they were very similar in colouring, just very different in size. She was lovely, but these are trials and tribulations that I think that you don't expect to be facing, and now we're like, ooh, didn't see this one coming.
Oh yeah. So, anyways, we'll get that figured out, but we'll fire up that up.
And we'd really like to have her stay with us on the property.
Not in the freezer for
Not in the freezer, no.
Yeah, we do want to try to, but it gets, the other challenge is you have to, I mean, animals have been buried on this property for a long time. You got to make sure that you're not digging up somebody else. Because Nick was like, why don't we just put her in the cemetery field? And I'm like, oh, I think that's...
Remember going around the cemetery field when you were strimming it, we were like, oh, that's there.
Everything was marked.
We were trying to map out. And that's actually interesting what somebody said about vet hospitals. They don't take everything because I have tried before. And what one of the things you feel that you always like I will eventually, if my organs are of any use, donate them. Janine's going to donate one while living. Hers are very good. But I remember there was a horse that came in with a very, very specific gynecological problem. She wasn't going to survive it. And there was no way she was going to survive it. And we were in discussion as to whether or not what we would do is donate her to the vet, to Tufts, because they can then use it to train the vets for this very specific problem and look to see how it behaves on a horse body. Because either way she was going to pass away, but we didn't quite get that far because we had to help her over the side far quicker than we were expecting.
So my mother just sent me a text that she feels like she's coming down with a cold.
Oh, well, she better not come near us.
Yeah, let me just read what she said. I think I'm catching something. I don't think you should come visit. Okay.
Well, now you don't have to explain to her that you weren't going
now the
anyway.
Cookies are ours. Sorry, cookies are ours. They're very careful over at... Yeah, and she's doing really well. It's just she has mobility problems. But so even if she's catching something, everybody around here in Massachusetts is now coming down. Even everyone's got colds.
Kate's just had COVID.
Yeah, I was sick last week.
Nick's got sore ears,
but I wore a mask around my mother. So, everybody's sick. So
yeah, it's the time of the year.
Yeah, it's just miserable. I know people when we're talking about miserable, there's people in California that really have miserable experiences right now. So we should just keep it all relative. But it's just cold here. It's just very, very miserably cold.
Did you go up to the top for all the questions?
I think I got most of the questions.
You have to go right to the top.
I went out. No, I've been keeping up on them. Dead rats for I think Dr. George is rehabbing them for the raptor.
Oh, it was the raptors. Is that what it was?
Yeah, I remember I went to the guest house one day, and for some reason I was staying in the cabin, and I didn't know there was rats in the fridge. and I went to go get some ice out of the fridge, and I was like, whoa. They were just in clear plastic bags. Yeah, nice.
Actually.
Yep. You never know what you're finding out here.
Nick said to me last night, and just being genuine, he said to me, you know, maybe you should like air the trailer and just leave the back door open. And I'm like,
No.
absolutely not. And he's
Stuff
like,
will go in there.
I was like, something will go in and help themselves too.
Oh no.
And he's like, oh, he said, I hadn't thought of that. And I said, and not only that, people driving up the driveway would be like, oh, what a lovely, oh.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So no problem. Yeah. In order to humanely euthanize anything, like Mo recently when she went down, we had to have the vet there. It was an emergency call. It was like $500 or $600 just to have the vet come and give her the sedative and then give her the tranquilizer and all that sort of stuff to make her fall asleep.
I think there's actually much more than that.
Was it? You paid it. I didn't. Well,
Yeah.
it comes out of the ERN account.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one, and then on top of it, it's $850 for the guy to come and load her on the trailer. So that's why I try to be creative when it's a small pony, and well, you know, if it's a donkey, I try to be creative and bury it here. That's why it's so crowded over here. But it's a numbers game because, you know, as you know, we struggle with trying to keep ahead of just the hay bill. Never mind the hay bill, the veterinary bill, and then you know, we're buying animals that are not the best candidates for survival to begin with. So. Yeah. Okay. So it says, how much does it cost to dispose of area on the properly? Yes. So those are the numbers. As
it would probably be closer to about. It could have been if she'd had to be helped on her way, which she didn't.
Yeah.
It would have been over $1,500 to $2,000.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of the average to get something across the Rainbow Bridge.
And somebody actually said to me that it was rather sad that she'd passed away by herself, and that's not commonly what happens, but unfortunately she passed away in the small early hours of the morning, and the night before I'd been out walking with her in the dark with a head torch on.
And she wasn't colicking.
No, she wasn't colicking. We went out for 30 minutes and I put her to bed in the main barn because Chester, it was cold and they were all locked in the barn, and I put her in the main barn because I didn't want Chester being a silly boy and tripping over her because she can't get out of his way. So she'd been in the barn, she was bedded down beautifully, she was very affectionate. She
seemed like she had whatever was going on had passed. You just don't know, but I think she had some sort of catastrophic heart attack.
I spoke to the vet, it was the heart.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah. Sometimes that
and you
happens.
can't predict that, unfortunately.
Yeah. So, okay.
And the other good thing was it'd obviously been instantaneous because when we looked in the stall, there was no sign of struggle.
Yeah. She'd just
gone down.
Yeah. You want that to happen when you're not riding them. That's all I have to say.
I've never ridden this pony because A, she was blind, and B, she was that size. But yes, that's true.
Able to read my post. Fugan, yes, I can see your post. Fugan, did I miss one of? Okay, now I've got to go back. See if I missed something from Fugan. Fugan, dead rats. You to go to Tufts University search. You to go to Tufts University search.
Used to go to them research.
Oh, research. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I also know that I thought that I were going to feed rats someplace too, or maybe she just told me that.
Raptors.
Yeah, from the guy that does I can't remember that. He brings reptiles to schools.
Yeah,
that's a non-profit around here.
She said something
I can't
about
remember
that
the
as
name of it.
well.
Yeah, he brings big snakes and stuff like that, and he's got a feed. Snakes have to eat too. I wonder if they'll eat them. Okay, so I'm not even going to make.
No,
that
you're
joke.
not going to go there. It's better that they eat rats than children in school visits.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So
that's what I think.
Okay, so I think we've got. I think I've got everything covered. Now that I'm scrolling all the way back through, a company that has big machinery. Someone also said Masterson. So I would prefer to use Dana because Dana's kind of like under the fold, and he gives us a good price, and he's really helpful. He was really helpful with the service dog project for many, many years. He was helpful with the existing service dog project. He mows the driveway. He plows the driveway.
And you used to take their dogs home for
And he used to take
overnights,
dogs
which
home.
was
He's
nice
been
of him.
very helpful and supportive of everything. So I like to try to keep it all in the same,
Yeah.
And give him the business
I'm not sure he wants this business.
I don't think he wants
to be
this
honest.
business. But he came and he helped us with the post. He doesn't, most of the times he doesn't send me a bill. So, but some, he's gonna make a living too, so, but he doesn't have a tractor, so it does have to be Masterson, and that's gonna be a little bit more expensive, but.
I think we just get our teaspoons out. Start now, we'll be fine.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go back to
Ooh.
okay, so, I guess that's all for one, what's today, Thursday? We got one more?
It's Thursday. I was so convinced this morning it was Monday.
Oh, isn't that awesome? That's Thursday then?
It doesn't make any difference.
It doesn't make any difference. It makes no difference at all that it is Thursday because
Because every day's the same.
Every day's the same. So, okay. So good night, everyone. We'll see you. I'm gonna just put my donkey hat back on and go out in the cold.
Yeah, as we love doing.
Yes.
We love doing.
Good night, everyone.
Night, night.